Wanda Maximoff early MCU version versus Ebony Maw, who would win? This is not just a clash of power. This is a collision between precision and chaos, between control and instability, between a mind that calculates every outcome and a force that rewrites outcomes when emotions break through reality itself. Wanda Maximoff and Ebony Maw represent two completely different definitions of danger in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. One is a telekinetic sorcerer of terrifying discipline, a servant of Thanos who has never been overpowered in direct combat. The other is a young woman from Sokovia, a weapon born from Hydra experimentation with the Mind Stone, still learning the limits of her abilities, but already capable of overwhelming some of the strongest beings in existence. This is early MCU Wanda Maximoff, Age of Ultron, Civil War, Infinity War, and early Endgame before full mastery but already far beyond human control. And across from her stands Ebony Maw, the most precise and psychologically dominant member of the Black Order. Welcome to What's on Hollywood, and this is the battle that demands an answer. Ebony Maw is not a traditional warrior. He does not rely on physical strength or weapons. Instead, he uses telekinesis and psychological warfare with surgical precision. When he first appears in Avengers, Infinity War, he demonstrates complete dominance over Doctor Strange, pinning him effortlessly using telekinetic restraints that Strange cannot break. Maw does not rush. He does not panic. He does not waste motion. Every action is calculated. His telekinesis is not just force, it is control at a molecular level. He can restrain enemies mid-air, reshape metal, manipulate debris into weapons, and suppress entire opponents without ever physically touching them. Even Iron Man and Spider-Man struggle against his coordinated attacks, and Doctor Strange, one of the most powerful sorcerers in the MCU, was rendered completely helpless in his grip. Maw does not just fight opponents. He dismantles their ability to fight back. Now consider Wanda Maximoff in her early MCU form. She is unpredictable, unstable, and emotionally driven, but her power scale is already extraordinary. Created through Hydra's experiments with the Mind Stone, Wanda develops abilities that include telekinesis, energy projection, and limited but highly effective mind manipulation. In Age of Ultron, she overwhelms the Hulk, one of the most physically unstoppable forces on Earth, by distorting his perception and driving him into uncontrolled destruction. She manipulates the minds of multiple Avengers, including Thor and Black Widow, showing that her psychic influence can affect even highly trained and god-level individuals. In Civil War, she restrains Vision, a being made of vibranium and powered by the Mind Stone, forcing him through multiple levels of concrete with raw telekinetic force. She does this without visible strain. By Infinity War, her power grows further. She holds back Thanos while simultaneously destroying the Mind Stone. Thanos, wielding multiple Infinity Stones, struggles against her resistance and is forced to use the Time Stone to reverse her destruction. That alone confirms her scale. She is not just powerful, she is a reality-level threat in the making. So when these two meet, the battlefield becomes something entirely different. It is no longer about strength or speed. It becomes a contest of control. The fight begins in a ruined urban battlefield. Maw does not rush. He never does. He immediately begins analyzing the environment, pulling metal beams, concrete fragments, and structural debris into coordinated formation. His goal is simple: containment. He wants Wanda immobilized before she can fully stabilize her abilities. He constructs a layered telekinetic perimeter, shaping debris into a closing cage designed to restrict movement and crush resistance. This is the same strategy that worked on Doctor Strange. But Wanda is not Doctor Strange. The moment Maw initiates his attack, Wanda reacts instinctively. Red chaos energy erupts around her, unstable but powerful enough to resist external force. The debris slows as it approaches her, suspended in a clash of telekinetic pressure between two opposing forces. Maw immediately adjusts. He increases output, launching multiple objects from different angles in a coordinated assault. For a brief moment, the attack overwhelms Wanda's defenses, forcing her backward under sustained impact. But this is where the battle shifts. Wanda stops reacting like a defender and begins reacting like a force of nature. Her energy stabilizes under pressure, not into control but into adaptation. The chaos becomes focused instability. She pushes back, breaking Maw's telekinetic grip for the first time and forcing him to reposition. Maw's calm expression tightens slightly. This is no longer a controlled engagement. He escalates, switching to rapid environmental manipulation. Entire sections of the battlefield lift into the air, forming a storm of debris aimed at overwhelming Wanda's focus. He begins layering pressure, physical, telekinetic, and psychological simultaneously. For a moment, it works. Wanda is struck, staggered, and forced down. But that moment triggers something deeper in her. Pain does not break Wanda Maximoff. It amplifies her. Her eyes shift. Her energy changes. And instead of resisting the incoming assault, she reaches outward, not at the objects, but at the mind controlling them. Maw suddenly feels it. A psychic intrusion unlike anything he has encountered before. Wanda does not carefully probe his thoughts. She forces raw chaos directly into his perception, disrupting his mental structure. For the first time, Maw's control falters. The coordinated debris begins to fall, losing synchronization. His expression changes, not into fear, but into confusion. And for a mind like his, confusion is dangerous. Wanda immediately follows through. A surge of telekinetic energy blasts outward, sending Maw crashing through the ruins of a structure and breaking his formation completely. But Maw recovers quickly. His discipline allows him to re-establish partial control, pulling collapsed structures into defensive formations while launching counterattacks from range. He understands now that close combat is disadvantageous. The battle shifts into a long-range telekinetic war. Debris flies, structures collapse. Energy and force collide across the battlefield in rapid succession. Neither side can secure a finishing blow. Maw maintains superior precision, while Wanda continues to evolve under pressure. But the longer the fight continues, the more unstable the environment becomes under Wanda's influence. Her power does not require precision. It requires emotion, and emotion is escalating. Maw's greatest strength, control, begins to weaken in an environment that refuses to stay predictable. Then comes the turning point. Maw gathers massive debris overhead, compressing it into a single crushing mass designed to end the fight. It is his most direct and forceful attack, proof he is moving toward conclusion rather than strategy. Wanda does not dodge. She raises her hand. The entire mass stops mid-air, hundreds of tons suspended in silence. Then she reverses it. The force is redirected back toward Maw with amplified instability. He attempts to counter, but his control is no longer stable enough. The impact overwhelms his telekinesis and drives him through the ground, breaking his concentration completely. When the dust settles, Wanda stands, still unstable but fully dominant over the battlefield. Final result. Ebony Maw dominates early through superior precision, tactical intelligence, and telekinetic control. However, Wanda Maximoff, early MCU version, surpasses him through adaptive chaos energy, psychic disruption, and raw output that scales under pressure rather than stabilizes. In a prolonged battle, Maw's structured control collapses against Wanda's evolving instability, leading to her decisive victory.